Welcome to Three Lame Guys. I'm one of the lame guys, Mr. Cack, and I'm here to watch a trailer. And that trailer is Joker. I don't know French. Before we begin, I just want to talk about the movie itself going into this trailer because I have yet to watch this. This will be my first initial reaction to it. And I just want to say that I really enjoyed the Joker movie that came out with Joaquin Phoenix. With all of that, I don't know how I feel about this because coming into this trailer, I already feel a bit, One, because this is going to be a musical, and I just don't know if I'm mentally prepared to transition from Joker to Joker the musical. And number two, I don't know if I like Lady Gaga as an actress. I enjoy most of her songs. I just don't know if I've liked her as an actress so far, and the fact that she's now going to be a counterpart to Joaquin Phoenix, that's going to be rough. Joaquin Phoenix is a really good actor. He's legitimately crazy, so I think it's very believable that he is the Joker. I just don't know how this is going to work out. I just am concerned this may be a little bit too artsy-fartsy for what I want when I'm thinking of a villain of the Batman. That said, I had some mild concerns going into the original Joker movie, and those were quickly dispelled. Maybe this trailer will do a 180 for me, which I think brings me back to the side. Maybe this trailer will change my mind. Let's go. No, 360.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like
There's Arthur.
The trial of the century.
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not.
Still got the crazy laugh. Good.
He's a monster.
Oh.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling,
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you,
the whole world smiles with you.
for once in my life.
So
I
this
didn't
Harley
feel so
Quinn is
alone
not
anymore.
When you're
working in Arkham already. She's just out on the streets. Ooh. God, he's so thin. Alright. I like that.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
He's
How
so
about you, Arthur?
thin.
Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime. The whole world smiles with you.
You can do anything you want.
Huh.
The sun comes
You're Joker.
Oh, they're wiping his makeup off. That's not nice.
all these people. I will no longer allow any of you stop your sighing to keep me down. Be happy again. I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
I'm a big fan of that.
Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
Okay, so that's the trailer. Alright, so I think my concern is still valid. So, well, let's dissect what I mean by that. So yes, I already told you that one of my primary concerns is this being a musical. It seems like the musical will be interspersed. It's not the entire thing will be a musical, which is fine. Because you know there's some musicals where everything has to be sing-songy. There most don't have to be that way. So I'm fine with that to a degree. But it bleeds into, I guess, what my bigger concern about this is. And my assumption from watching this is every instance that we see this Arthur Fleck, this Joker with the green hair and the more jokery suit, that's going to be all inside of his head. The first movie established that he is already a very unreliable protagonist narrator to watch. So everything that we see from him is going to be questionable at best of whether it's actually happening or not, because he's just unreliable. And I think what's going to happen here is a lot of these moments where he looks like the Joker that maybe a lot of fans are wanting to watch play out, it's going to be in his head. It's going to be stuff that he's visualizing, or maybe he's make-believing while interacting with this Harley Quinn, or whatever her name happens to be in it. I hope it's Harley Quinn, just to be simple. Or, you know, it'll be just all completely in his head while he's going through a psychotic break, or maybe going through some kind of treatment. Now, the stuff that happens where he doesn't have the green hair, but he has the more basic clown face paint, I assume that that's actually happening. Those are things actually going on to him. And the only thing that excites me is the potential that the explosion that looks like it's happening in the courtroom setting is something that's going to be real. And then by the end of this film, we see him escaping and becoming more of the Joker that we used to. But the thing that the thing I have to come to grips with, and I think people that want to look at this from the lens of the Joker that we know and love from comics or animated or Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson, is that this Joker was never going to be that Joker. This Joker was always going to be grounded in some sense of realism. So Todd Phillips, I think, was always trying to make this a not comic book Joker. And I think that is what off-put some people, but not a lot of people, because the Joker did great the first film. But I think what's going to continue to be divisive for fans that come into this is that they're hoping that, you know, we see the build-up. We saw his origin story in the first one. Now we're really going to get that classic Joker. And we're not. We're not. We're going to get a crazy man that will at times in his mind be the Joker that we want, and then at times may realistically show us the Joker that we want. But the reality is we're not going to get the Joker that we want by the end of this. Sadly. That's just my gut feeling after watching this trailer. I think this is a movie that you're going to go in, and if you don't go in thinking, man, this is set in the Batman universe, and you just accept that this is an elsewhere property, and that it was never going to build towards a Joker that resembles the Joker that we all know, then you'll probably go in and be mildly amused or really amused by this, like we were in the first Joker film. And I think that there's going to be a broader appeal to this, kind of like maybe what was with the first one, where you don't have to feel like you have to be invested in all these decades of Joker or the Batman universe, because Arthur Fleck and that story that played out in the first one was unique in and of itself. It was unique to that movie, so you didn't feel like you had, or that you were falling behind, or that maybe you were left out. There wasn't a whole lot tying it to the larger source material, other than a couple of instances or commentaries or reflections of, like, you know, allusions to the Man Who Laughed, and like the origin story of one version of the Joker, and the Waynes being a prominent feature in that. But I think I would like it if he just spiraled and became the comic book villain that we are hoping for, even if it was a more grounded, gritty, a Heath Ledger type Joker, where it's still realistic and it's not over the top cartoony, kind of like what Jack Nicholson was. But the reality is that's not what this movie was ever striving to do. That's not the purpose, and that bums me out a little bit. But this trailer is fine. I would love to be more excited based on this trailer. I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm probably going to enjoy this movie. I just don't know if this is going to be one of those sequels that is as good as or better than the original. I think they probably should have stopped at 1. I know in today's world, you can't stop at 1 if you make money on the first one, especially with an IP like this, but I feel like 1 was enough with the story they were trying to tell, and the fact that they're not going to give us the full Joker that we want just should be enough of a reason to pause this and be like, you know what, we did good on that first run. It was artistic, it was different. Let's count that as a win for us, and let's move on. But no, they're gonna go overboard with this, and I'm cautiously optimistic to see how it goes. But that's just one lame guy's opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with all of stuff. We're lame guys. We react and talk about things in the only way that 3 lame guys could. All right, I've been Mr. Cack. See you on the next one. Go out there, make someone laugh.
Well,